So I am just parked now at my gym and I am just about to go inside for my workout, and I thought I would film a little bit of what I'm doing because a lot of you guys have been requesting for another sort of fitness update or some kind of a fitness video, and I haven't done one in a really long time, and I thought I would just kind of take you guys along. Now I'm hoping that the gym that I go to is not too busy right now because it's kind of a small gym and I think it would be just super awkward if I'm like walking around with a camera. I think what I'm doing today is legs and cardio. So I tend to vary cardio, I try to do that every time, but I try to vary legs and arms and like back and chest and, you know, different regions of the body. This program that I'm doing was kind of put together by a trainer for me at the gym. So I kind of told them what I wanted to do and they kind of put together this whole program for me. So this is really specific to what I am doing. Obviously this is not going to be right for everyone. So let's go inside and let's get started. I always need my music to keep me going at the gym, and I always thread my earphones through my top because that way it doesn't jangle around as I'm running and doing the exercises. And these earphones are by Sennheiser. They're really awesome because they don't fall out. And the player that I use is the Sensa Clip Plus. It's awesome because it's very small and light, it's inexpensive, and it clips onto your clothing. It's really important that you warm up before you do any kind of stretching or weightlifting because otherwise it can cause injury if you kind of overstretch your muscles, especially if they're cold. So I like to go on the treadmill and I just do some running on there. So I couldn't really film myself actually running because there was nowhere to put my camera, but I started off just walking and then I work it up to quite a fast run. I made 1.65 kilometers in just under 10 minutes. So you can imagine how fast I was running. And then you should be very, very sweaty after you start your warm up. So you don't have to run, you can, you know, go on some other kind of cardio machine. And then I like to do my stretching. So since I'm gonna be working out the legs today, I am stretching my leg muscles. And this is just really important that you do stretch before you do weights because otherwise you can injure yourself and it's just not good. Now I'm all stretched, I'm ready to get on to my first weightlifting, and the first thing I'm doing is squats, and these are weighted squats. This is a new exercise for me, so my form is not yet perfect and I don't actually have that much weight on there because I want to perfect my form first before I put on loads of weight on the bar. The actual bar is already weight. I've got some additional weights on there. This is really important that when you start a new training regime that you get a trainer to spot you the first few times, so to make sure that your form is correct. So this is a very good exercise for the lower body. It works your complete lower body. It works your core, it works your glutes, it works your hamstrings and everything. So you just kind of squat down, make sure your knees don't pop over your toes, and then you just go up and down, and this is a really great exercise for your butt as well. And I like to do sets, so I'm doing 3 sets of 12 repetitions. So that's gonna vary for everyone, you know. So for some people it might be 15 repetitions, for some it might only be 8 or 10. So 12 squats, and then I put the weight aside, and then I wait for about 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, and that's just so you can recover in between, and then your body's kind of recovered, and then you can do another 12 reps. So that's how I do all my exercises with the weights. I'd always do 3 repetitions of 12. This is another machine that I really like. This works your upper leg muscles. As you can see here, it's another weighted exercise. So you pull up the weight with your legs and you can see the muscles contracting there. And again, I'm doing 3 repetitions of 12, like with all the moves. So I'm only showing them once, but I'm doing them 3 times with little breaks in between. Then I'm moving on to the next machine, and this one is so awesome because it works the back of your legs. The first time I did this, I could barely lift any weight because these are muscles that you don't tend to use like in a day-to-day setting. So this is super effective for training the back of your leg muscles and also your bum. And it's very, very effective. So the first time I did this, I had major muscle soreness on that day. And super awkward bum shot. I'm really sorry about this, but this shot shows you exactly which muscles you're moving and the ones that you're working out, so you can see them contracting there. Awkward! Now we're moving on to this awesome contraption, and this is kind of similar to the squats. You add the weights here on the side. There's like a bar, and you can add the free weights on there. And I've got my weights on there, and this one I'm actually up the weight a little bit, so I've got my kilograms on there, and then you just have the weight kind of on your shoulder, and then you're squatting down. So this is similar to the squat that I showed you in the beginning, but it's on a machine, so it's more of a guided exercise. All right, and then I'm moving on to this interesting contraption, and this is a great machine for working out your calf muscles. So you've got the weight on there, and then you stand on this little ledge, and the weight is on your shoulders. So here I'm just adjusting the height, and then you're just popping up on your toes, up and down. So all the weight is actually on your calf muscles. You're pushing yourself up on your tippy toes. And it looks kind of strange, but it's very, very effective once again. So you should always make sure that the last 2 reps that you're doing, like the last 2 moves, should be really, really tough. And that means that you've got the correct weight. If at the end of however many reps you're doing, you're still like, oh, this is super easy, then you should probably go up a weight. That means it's probably too easy for you. And it looks quite easy, but it is quite tough, and you definitely feel it after a while. So then I do my ab workout. So I tend to do my abs like almost every time I'm there, but this is also just to give me a little bit of a break from the legs, because you do get fatigue after a while, because I've done all those machines now 3 times. I'm using those ab rollers here because I have a back injury that I got last year, so I have to be very, very careful about my back, and this one just kind of helps me do the crunches without injuring my back. You can do this with lifting up your legs as well. I do that sometimes to make it more intense. You can also do the side crunches, and that works your side abdominal muscles. So I kind of vary different abdominal exercises. And then I also like to do planks, and this is really good for strength endurance. So basically you're just lifting yourself up on your elbows. You can also do it on your hands, and you just hold this position for as long as you can. Now it looks kind of easy, but it's not. Like as soon as you, like your muscles will start shaking, especially if you've done this after you've already trained for a while. You just hold that position, and this is really great for core strength. And then, you know, if you can't do anymore, you just stretch out for a second, and then here I'm doing it again. You can see what it looks like here. So your whole body should be very flat on the top, and you just hold that position. And honestly, guys, this is really tough. Like the first time I did it, I could just, you know, barely hold it at all. And again, I do this a few times. So I'll do it until I can no longer hold it, and then come down, rest for a few minutes, and do it again. Awesome, awesome core workout, and it's really good for strength endurance. And you can also do this on the side. So you can do the side, I think it's a side plank it's called. So you're holding up your weight just by one elbow and popping up your hips into the air, so you're kind of straight from the side. You try not to put any weight on, like the arm is just to balance. I'm just putting my arm there to balance out, because otherwise I just kind of wobble over. And this is again working your core and your side abdominal muscles. Really, really good exercise. The workout at this point, I've already done a lot of the weight training, so your body should already be quite fatigued at this point. So if you notice any wobbling, that is a good sign. This is another good abdominal workout that you don't have to do crunches, because like I said, my back is a little bit iffy. So this is just using a weight and kind of popping it from side to side. Works out your abs without having to do crunches. Yay. And then at the end of my workout, I like to do these one-legged lunges. Now my form here is not quite correct because I was kind of in a cramped area. This is just due to filming. I couldn't really see what I was doing. There's no mirror on that wall. But basically you just go on one leg down, and here my front leg should just be out a bit further, because you can see my knees going over my toes. So that's not quite correct. And yeah, that's what the mirrors are for in gyms, so you can always make sure that you have the correct form. Try these out, and you can do this with weights also, but if you do these correctly at the end of your workout, these are so tough that you don't even need weights. And these ones I just do as many as I can until I can no longer do anymore. And then I have a little break in between, because at the end of your workout, like I said, you'll already be fatigued. And you can see here, I don't know if you can see, but my muscle is actually shaking at the end. So it's a little bit wobbly, which means that, yeah, you've just been working out a lot. But that's totally normal. That's not like an injury or something. And I'm super working hard at this. And at the end of my workout, if I can still do it, I do cardio for 30 minutes. So I either go for a run or go on some kind of cardio machine. And you can see I'm really, really sweating hard here. So you can tell I'm really working. All right, guys, so I got home, I had a shower, and I just got out of the shower, and I'm actually still sweating. So it's crazy. It's kind of like the afterburn. I always am still hot for like at least an hour. What I would normally do is when I get home and I'm super hungry, the best thing to eat is protein. So if you want to do the sort of very natural way, you can, you know, have like a chicken breast or like a little salad with some chicken breast on top or something like that. You need protein. That's like the best thing to eat after a workout. But what I find works really great is a protein shake, something like this. So this is the protein shake that I use. And what I like about it is that there's also like minerals and stuff in there that you need. Like there's magnesium in here, which is really important for muscle repair. This is really good for recovery after you do a workout. And I just tend to do that in the blender, and I add some berries in there just to kind of mask the flavor because these protein shakes don't really taste all that wonderful. Make sure you also drink loads and loads of water at the gym while you're working out. So I didn't really show that, but I take this Camelback water bottle. I don't even know how much in here. I think it might be a liter. And this is my third refill that I had at the gym. So this is water, and then there's a little bit of like an energy sports drink in there as well. And I tend to have that at the end. While I'm working out, I just get water. I don't know if you guys saw, but I was like really working hard. Like I was really sweating, so I was losing a lot of water and I was very thirsty. So this is really good to always have with you. And yeah, follow me on Julia's Fit Diary on Instagram so that you can get lots more meal ideas. And let me know if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe I'll do some more sort of workout videos like this and sort of taking you along with me. And I hope you guys found it helpful. So I wish you guys all the best in fitness and health and everything. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.